Imagine sealing a bathroom, a skyscraper, or even an airplane with the very same type of material. Silicone sealant looks like an ordinary paste inside a small tube, but it survives blazing heat, freezing winters, heavy rain, and years of constant movement. Most people squeeze it out without ever wondering where it came from. Today, you're about to step inside the incredible factories that transform simple minerals into one of the world's toughest sealing materials. Think about this. Every year, millions of tubes of silicone sealant protect homes, hospitals, bridges, and factories around the world. Without it, water would leak into buildings, windows would fail, and countless machines would break down. But here's what nobody tells you. The journey begins thousands of kilometers away in giant quartz mines hidden beneath the earth. And that's only the beginning of the story. The heart of silicone starts with quartz, one of the purest forms of silica found in countries like China, Brazil, the United States, and Norway. Some deposits contain more than 99% silicon dioxide, making them perfect for industrial processing. Massive crushers break the rock into smaller pieces before it begins an extraordinary transformation. What happens next surprises even experienced engineers. The crushed quartz travels to powerful electric arc furnaces, where temperatures climb above 2,000 degrees Celsius, or nearly 3,630 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, carbon from charcoal or coke strips away the oxygen, leaving behind nearly pure silicon metal. Sparks burst through the furnace as glowing molten material pours into waiting molds. The heat feels almost impossible to imagine. But silicon alone can't become flexible sealant. The metal moves to specialized chemical plants, where it reacts with carefully purified chemicals such as methyl chloride under controlled conditions. Every ingredient must meet strict purity standards because even tiny impurities can weaken the final product. One small mistake here could affect thousands of tubes. The finished ingredients travel by trucks, cargo ships, and railway containers across thousands of kilometers before reaching sealant factories. Every shipment undergoes careful laboratory testing to confirm purity before production begins. Most people never think about this hidden global supply chain, yet it keeps construction projects moving every single day. And now, the real manufacturing is about to begin. The moment every raw material passes inspection, the real transformation begins. Workers feed silicone polymers, fillers, plasticizers, and special additives into massive stainless steel mixers. Powerful blades rotate at nearly 60 revolutions per minute, blending the ingredients for 30 to 90 minutes until they form a smooth, thick paste. The machine produces a deep rumbling sound while the mixture slowly turns into the familiar sealant.V. Next, the mixture enters powerful vacuum chambers. The pressure drops to about 0.1 bar, pulling out millions of tiny trapped air bubbles that could weaken the finished sealant. Imagine watching the thick material slowly expand before collapsing into a perfectly smooth mass. What looks simple here makes a difference between a professional product and a failed one. Now the sealant moves through precision filters that capture particles smaller than 100 microns. Powerful pumps push the material through polished pipelines while sensors constantly measure its thickness and consistency. The factory feels surprisingly quiet except for the steady hum of motors and the rhythmic pulse of hydraulic pumps. Every second brings a product closer to perfection. The finished sealant reaches fully automated filling machines that inject the exact amount into plastic cartridges. Each nozzle fills hundreds of tubes every minute with incredible precision, while robotic arms immediately insert plungers and attach threaded nozzles. Everything moves so quickly that a single production line can fill thousands of cartridges every hour. Watching it feels like witnessing a perfectly choreographed dance. Before any tube leaves a factory, every cartridge receives a printed batch code and production date for complete traceability. Cameras inspect each tube at high speed, rejecting even slightly damaged packaging. Most people only see a simple tube on a store shelf, but behind it stands an astonishing chain of chemistry, engineering, and precision. And in the next part, you'll discover how factories prove every single tube can survive years of real-world use. Now comes a stage where even the smallest mistake can end a product's journey. Every cartridge passes beneath AI-powered vision cameras and laser scanners that inspect labels, nozzle alignment, fill level, and surface defects in just milliseconds. The system can detect flaws smaller than 0.2 millimeters, far beyond what the human eye can reliably spot. But here's where it gets truly extraordinary. Random samples leave the production line and head straight to the laboratory. Engineers test curing time, adhesion strength, elasticity, and resistance to water, UV light, and temperatures ranging from -40 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit, to 392 degrees Fahrenheit. Some samples stretch several times their original length before snapping, while others remain sealed after years of simulated weather. What happens next surprises even experienced engineers. Despite all this automation, human experience still matters. Skilled technicians inspect the texture, color, and flow of fresh sealant, noticing subtle changes that machines can sometimes miss. Fewer than 1% of cartridges fail the final inspection, but every rejected tube gets recycled or safely disposed of instead of reaching customers. That's how manufacturers earn international certifications like ISO 9000 and one for quality management. Only after passing every inspection does each tube get packed into cartons, stacked on pallets, and wrapped for shipment across the world. In just a few days, the same cartridge could seal a family home, a hospital window, or part of a massive skyscraper. But before this incredible journey ends, there's one more surprising chapter waiting for you: the global story behind silicone sealant and the astonishing numbers that define this industry. Silicone sealant has become one of the world's most important construction materials. Manufacturers produce millions of cartridges every day, supplying homes, factories, hospitals, and transportation projects across the globe. The global silicone market is worth tens of billions of US dollars, with demand growing every year as cities continue to expand. Most people never realize how much modern life depends on this remarkable material. China leads global production, followed by the United States, Germany, Japan, and South Korea. Together, these countries manufacture a large share of the world's silicone products using highly automated factories and advanced chemical technology. Imagine thousands of production lines operating day and night, supplying nearly every continent. It's an industry that employs hundreds of thousands of skilled workers worldwide. Did you know that silicone sealant can last more than 20 years in many building applications? Did you know some specialized formulas help seal spacecraft, medical devices, and high-speed trains? And here's the biggest surprise of all. Without silicone sealant, many of the glass skyscrapers that define modern cities would struggle to withstand years of wind, rain, and changing temperatures. From ancient quartz buried deep beneath the earth to one of the most advanced manufacturing processes ever developed, every tube tells a story of science, precision, and human innovation. The next time you see someone sealing a window or repairing a bathroom, you'll know the incredible journey hidden inside that simple cartridge. The next time you hold one of these in your hands, remember, it didn't just appear. It was born from the earth, shaped by fire, perfected by technology, and approved by the strictest standards in the world. That's not just a product. That's a masterpiece of human engineering. If you want to go deeper into the hidden world of manufacturing, tell us in the comments what product you'd like to explore next. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you inside the next factory.